I thought I'd just do a breakdown for people about basically all that is nature, society, blah blah. If you think that you have game changing talent, skills, and a unique Teo path that afforded you a certain amount of wisdom and class and education that could potentially be just great if applied in a game changing sense and would change for the better lower class, working class, homeless lives, even middle class lives, just with a outfit, a practical outfit. Okay, all right, that sounds interesting. Sounds complex, right? When I first sort of come up with it, it was a long time ago. I did a Kickstart, made £14. It was a shitty video, and I didn't have a very good friend. It basically just put a money sign in front of the homeless figures and done me over. But that's a long story short. It doesn't matter. A long time passes, whereupon we come through places of having breakdowns, trying to apply skills, or get onto the stage around places. Who gives a fuck if people like you or don't? That's not even the aim of the game. It never even was popularity contest wise. It's just like, go fuck. Not really interested. It's actually just about applying this. Because no doubt, if I was in a position to apply it, I actually would be doing what I said on the packet. I would be applying that knowledge. If I was like, I just saw a post with Keanu Reeves. Oh, he's amazing because he's opened a hospital in America because that's shafting country with its healthcare. And it's like London, if you live in London, or I'm sure any town or city in England, you know exactly how shafting it all is as an experience. Like, it's just hoops jumping through, disillusionment, people taken from you, classless people, even people that should know better as olders, actually fucking shafting you, even though they got the very best of you coming from a pretty decent home. You just apply all your please change for years and waste your life actually giving the best of yourself and paying for this person to travel about and everything, and they just bite you in the arse a decade later outside when you're just trying to get on this stage venue. I mean, the list of foul play, wrongs, and bullshit is just, it goes on and on and on. And then it comes down to, like, you're getting shafted around the community half the time, and then all police do is come along and compound it in vulnerable situations, pretty much ongoing, until someone stands up for you and says, yes, I'll support you, I'll protect you, Laura. You're the protector. Laura, yes, you are the protector. I worked at the O2. That was my job, protecting. I went as a town centre warden. That was my job, protecting. Well, believe it or not, working alongside police. But then it's like, I don't want to go no further in this oppressive role and this pile of shit that it is within wage constructs. And you just break out on through to the other side. You come up with the unique ideas you do out of the best of your spirit, the best of your upbringing, the best of the places you come from. And all you get is nothing. Like, blank face of nothing. Like, all you're putting up with is all the negatives inside, like the jealousy, the spitefulness, the conniving, the rancid, like all of it just like makes you want to puke. It's like, and your perspective of the world shifts up so often, you're like, just run away, retreat, because you don't actually want to be around it. You have to recoup. And went through all that. I'm recouping. Never had any problems on a wage when you're protected by unions, just in your little robot roles, but you try to get on as a self-employed person, shit, hell on earth, right? And you're feeling like, have I broke some sort of sacred law just because your parents tell you to sign on, get a job, and if you're not doing that, you're not a worthy member of the community? Or is it this foul play? What is this foul play? And that's what it gets to. And it's not mental health issues, it's just the state of play and the fact that people are just hardened, hard nuts, vicious, venomous, spiteful, and probably mostly brought up around drink culture. I come from a decent enough drinking home with my mum, who is paying the price ultimately for her relentless alcoholism in the fact that she's fractured her arm this year and then fractured her pelvis, and there's nothing they can do for Remy fracture. So she's literally experiencing, as a woman past 70, delirium, which is hugely dangerous in a pain sense, because not only that, she had the unfortunate activity of getting eye shingles in 2020. Could argue that it might have been jab related. Could be say it was loose farm foul play there. Who's to say? Who did the research to when they lit out things? It's like when my mum had her blood taken, it was like her feet visibly just puffed up and turned purple, and I was like, see how delicate the actual body and genome is. Look at that. It's just like, just having your skin prick just had that effect on you. So it's just like, you've just got a jab. Yeah, so she got a little fat splash and had an autoimmune response, so she's had a eye that's fucked as well. So it's like the pain relation in her body to her parts and the screaming that goes on are just unreal. But the point is, what am I talking about here? If I had the success that I had and I was in a position like Keanu Reeves, I would command that team and say, please develop me this. This is going to be a working solution, social work solution for all the alternative health practitioners. These people are going to be a street presence. Yes, we will. We'll make content as it goes along. So thus it's making limitlessly abundant formula. It's just generating its own wealth as an avenue, and it's got its own awards on TV shows. And it's less about fucking charity, stiffness, money, taxing bollocks. We're just shattering that for once in a lifetime, because that's the thing that holds people back. Just the structure, the infrastructure. Oh, you can't escape your structure to go run and do your things without bastards coming at you in the form of the Met Police and whatever else shit I've been putting up with so long. So, like, quite frankly, it's just a real talk about all the deficits. There's fucking plenty of deficits. We know it's deficits. And even in the healthcare, as good a job as they do, they don't want to be doing half of it. I'd like to give you more drugs or better drugs, or I'd like to do this for you. I'd like to send you straight in for an MRI, but you're not actually admitted to, oh, there's loopholes or this red tape or whatever. If you had limitless abundance attitude, you'd say, okay, this is just empty warehouse buildings like the hive buildings that the BBC and all those little industrial concepts are all around, and you know they're all part of the same outfit trying to maintain control or just being what they are, pretentious arseholes. It's just like, it is what it is. If that building's empty, you've got the equipment, then just ferry it in and bosh bosh bosh. You can get MRI scans, you can get it to order. It's just like having a £10, put it in a machine and get your MRI scan, or do this for yourself. People want to help themselves, and they can help themselves. And it's the same with surgery. I'm sure there's a database of surgeons all over the world that you can fly in that can do work. If you say, yes, this is going to be, especially if it's documented, so there's no room for foul play. Or we can get a Kiminagi cleaning team into this building. Vroom, there you go. Let's just utilise this space for people that need urgent surgery to get it off of the case. It's like, there's limitless. It's people want to be busy and they want to be working. And I'm sure a lot of them will do it just for the status or just for the point on a CV as an independent doctor or surgeon. It's like people, no end of wealth of people that probably want to help. So if you just have that database and that person out there, it's going to do it. It's like in a place like my mum's situation. If you put the call out, I'm sure someone would say, well, I could do this to alleviate that. I could do this. I mean, I try to put things like lavender oil or it's just calm her down and shit. But I'm not exactly the expert in that, but I know there's a whole bunch of experts in that. It's just, the point is, you can do more. Everybody can do more if they want to do more, and it doesn't have to be hard work. That's the whole point. It's just, you're just a presence with a database and a lot of incentive, because the credit and the reward will be there. If you got credit and reward, you're going to do something, aren't you? Effortlessly. You're going to aid effortlessly. You're going to come and try and help effortlessly. So basically, the only reason I can think that people would hate on that is because they feel threatened by that. But when I say, like, the limitless abundance, look at the amount of armoured trucks and police all around London. Look at that waste of resources and money. I'm saying convert vans. I'm saying put a camera in it. Take in the person and treat them like, oh, let's get this case sorted and make this person happy. Not take this person sleeping bad or rip this person off just because they're drunk on a street, or make this person's life worse. Because that's all it presents as a picture in London. That's all it's been presenting to me as for a very long time. It's like, pull your fucking finger out and actually become decent people. You live in a Christian country, you bunch of twats. Use a database, convert your vans, have a washroom in the back. That person that, look, you've got in a pair of cuffs with their wrist contorted, that you probably just aggravated or harassed or provoked on the street. How about you just take them in and give them a wash and take them to somewhere better ground, higher ground, have a bit of an empathetic bone, rather than treating them like a fucking dog and putting them in a cell, you bunch of... That's what you really feel like, isn't it? That's how we really feel like as citizens of a place like London. Oh, yes, we just push the dirty drug that is alcohol. I know those little dens of iniquity, those little establishments around, which are actually no better than a crack den, really, when you look at it on some spiritual, enhanced level. Oh, well, know this, know that, know that. Oh, we work this area, or especially if it's got a stage venue. Oh, the police and the Met Police and the Met Ball and the Met Ball and the pretentious industrial scene that is the Metropolitan, whatever. Yes, I pose a high ranking, commanding, fucking governmental actual presentation as myself, and I should be elevated because the fucking scene and all this, just a shit show, isn't it, really? People talking about stabbings and people talking about this and all this and this and this, and what is it? And it's just like, I don't know why, but when I'm a celebrity, you get me out of here finished, and I watched the end of that show, I went, oh, I bet there's gonna have a terrorist attack over there. And lo and behold, they did. I am my psychic now. Is there something that's just deeply tapped into the network of all that is? Something that's deeply profound. You could say that, wow, like I said, I feel like that human in the Human series, the robot at the end that's just like linked in wired somehow. And I don't even have to think it. It's just like a thought would just hit me and then it'll happen. And I go, what was that? Because there's some sort of weird shit going on in the ether. Because we are somehow intrinsically all linked in, and what was presented as a terrorist attack in fucking Australia probably was just part of an industrial fucking shysterism. I think we've smashed that one wide open, Illuminati bollocks. We don't really care for it. Oh, your 9/11s and your bollocks. And yes, that run all the way to England, and they knew before it happened, people in epsilons in their little networks, because they were bringing towers burning, and they're going to take in the banking network, going to take down the banking network soon. Really? Who's they? It certainly wasn't people mixing with Muslims. It was what it was. So fucking spare me. If we're one big family now, we've got to keep up some pretentious like happy, 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 and it's not some big gangster, dangerous bollocks. It's all of those things. And if you just propose aid to help your poor fucking alcoholic victims of society and government's ideas about what drugs are and opium wars and your fucking gangland wars, and even as kids, we're just looking at everyone going, what a bunch of deranged cunts, really, sending people to war. Who was doing that? And once we get to the bottom of it and we actually know who's what's, so what? Get over it. Or is there anything more to expose? I don't think there is. So just get on with it and make it a better place, yeah? It's supposed to be fucking heaven on earth. And so should we like to indulge alcohol and think it's about manipulating unconscious people, and there's a bunch of pricks out there, surely, that circumnavigated the world, knew all about holistic stuff and Jepson weed and devil's trumpets, and all these people that probably are out there actually are in our community and think that they're so big and clever if they've got the capability to manipulate other people. I'm sure that goes on. I'm sure that's part of some scene. Sure, that's part of like all the people in the A-listers and whatever. Sure, probably is part of that. Don't want to fucking know. You're a fucking loser if you're manipulating someone else's life and you're not just getting on with your own. That's all I say about that. And it's not like trying to build someone up. You let them come to their own answers. You don't put them in cells and think that you can get away with treating people worse and worse. And oh, look at what we're doing and see how many people watch on. But there are people out there that are all about that manipulation. And unfortunately, I find myself falling prey to those noncy people, which are seemingly what the UK police are made up of when they have money behind them. That's all I'm saying. Shouldn't be in a court next year. Maybe I won't be. That'll be my choice. And hopefully I'll be surrounded by a protective circle that'll keep me away from such wank society.